Hello class. This week you have your last project of the summer session, and that is going to be a self-portrait with interesting icons around your self-portrait. You will have 4 sketches, one of ear, an eye, lips, and a nose. And I want you to practice shading those. I want you to get all that practicing out of the way before you start your self-portrait. So, an idea about the self-portrait I want you to keep in your head is that everybody is different. So even though those videos show you guidelines for an eye and the nose, etc., it doesn't mean that it is going to be exact for you. Everybody's eyes are different shaped, noses, lips, ears, everything is different on every single person, including the shape of your face. So although I'm doing a video right now, I want you to keep in mind that your shape of your face will be different and you'll have to adjust that for your shape. So to start, you're going to start with just a circle, and I'm using a 4B pencil, but I don't want you to use that when you're drawing for yourself. I want you to use, one of the harder pencils like the HB, because I'm using this so you can see in the video, but that doesn't always mean it's going to be great for erasing. Right down the center of that, I'm going to make a line that's about another half. And then from here, I'm going to come down and create just kind of a shape of a little recess shape. All right, so this is my start. Right around here, about halfway, I'm going to create a line, and that's going to be where my eyes are going to go. And then I'm going to split this in half and split this in half again. This chin is going to change. My face is actually more square, so I'm going to have to change that shape, but this is just to get started. Now for your eyes, the eyes are going to have a space between them about the size of an eye. So if they're too close together, it's going to be odd. Everybody's going to be a little bit differently placed, so you're going to have to really look, but this will give you like a starting place at any rate. Looks like that can come in just a little bit more. Remember from the eye video that you're going to have a lid above, lid underneath, and that's going to be a start. You will also have an eyebrow that's going to be in here. Remember, this is just to get you started, so I'm not actually really shading these. I'm just getting started. Now for the nose, it's going to come out from the corner of the eye. And that's just a rough, estimate. Now, I can just start that nose and the nostrils. And then my nose comes in it's kind of wider here and gets a little bit more narrow. And again, mine is a little bit wider right there. And then I'm going to really work on shading using the side of my pencil and my shading sticks and all of that to get the nose completely shaped in there. Now my lips are actually not down quite that far. I have kind of thin lips, so I'm going to start up a little bit higher. And the guideline for that is generally straight down from your iris is about the corner of your mouth. And you'll make that kind of M, like lip shape. And a really great rule of thumb, even though you're going to be working on the lines and that of the lip, is that the bottom lip is usually appears a little bit lighter. So don't forget that you have an eraser and all of that. I still feel like this nose doesn't come down quite far enough for me, but I can work on that in a little bit. Now for the ears, your ears actually are going to be right around this eye area here, and they're going to come down to about where the nostril is. And also, there's going to be a space after the eye. This one's a little bit longer. About like that. Now I need to come in here and make these cheeks and my chin a little bit different. So we have the start of this, but I know that my chin comes more like this. Cheeks are rounder. And I can start making that just a little bit bigger. Now for my forehead, and I can start thinking about my hair and that information. That forehead looks a little big to me. My forehead's not that long. Some people have really long foreheads, some have shorter. So you really have to take a look in the mirror and look at yours. Mine isn't huge. So I can start thinking about the hair. Now for the neck, do not have a head floating in space when you're turning it into me, please. You're going to start from the jawline and have that neck come down from there. And then if you want, you can work on some shoulders. And then you need to think about what goes in the back. There should be things that are important to you, but they shouldn't be like sunglasses and favorite mug or whatever floating around your head. It should be something that's placed carefully. So remember what you learned last week or the past couple weeks with perspective, and start thinking about maybe building a room in back, or maybe you want to have a map or something that signifies something important, tells us a story about you in the background. Both the background and the self-portrait should be completely shaded, should be completely finished before you turn that into me. Now remember, this is your last project of the semester, of the summer session, and you'll need to post that online by Sunday night, and you will need to reply to two of your classmates' drawings in the 3 days that follow, so by the 29th. That doesn't give you a lot of time, but that is when the class ends. And so you'll want to make sure you get that in as well. Make sure you post a finished drawing on that deadline so that your fellow classmates can see it and enjoy it and have that last part of the semester. Thank you very much.